We're back for math at home again. This time we're doing subtraction. Before we talked about addition, subtraction is the opposite. So in addition, we had two smaller things and we put them together to make one bigger thing. Well, in subtraction, we're going to start with one bigger thing and we're going to take them apart into two smaller things. So they work together. They're opposites. When we talk about subtraction, let's talk about the words we're going to hear when we talk about subtraction. The first two that we always hear with subtraction are minus, which is what I usually talk about when I'm using a math term in classes. I say minus. And the easy ones that I always relate to minus is take away. So you have that bigger group and you take away part of it. What's left? So that's the two groups. But there's a lot of other words that you have to be listening for that are key words when we're talking about subtraction. One of them being decrease, going smaller. Difference, what's the difference when we take the two apart? How many are left? That's a good question words. How many are left? What's left over? Less than. So here's the bigger one. How much less than is it? The smaller one. We talked about minus. Reduce. So you got that bigger one and we're going to reduce it, make it smaller. Remains. That's the answer to a subtraction problem, is the remains. What's left? Okay? So you've got to know those words because they're going to be helping you understand that you're doing subtraction. When we do subtraction also, like addition, you have to know the symbols. Okay? So when I say that, if I can get my top off my pen. So if I say we start with a 5 minus 3 equals 2. So here's our numbers, but these are our symbols. We have to know that this straight line is a minus sign, subtraction sign, take away sign. Any of those words we want to use. It's telling us to take away. And this is the equal sign. We use it in our math problems, and what it means is that the two sides of the equal sign are the same. But you guys are again looking at 5 minus 3 is the same as 2. It is. They're equal. I'll show you a little bit of that later, okay? So please pay attention to the minus sign, the equal sign. Those are so important. In kindergarten, we have two things we've got to do for subtraction. One is we have to know mental math, quick answers. We got to memorize them right now, is for those numbers from 0 minus 0 equals 0 to 1 minus 0 equals 1, 1 minus 1 equals 0. And we got to know all the facts all the way up to 5 minus 0 equals 5 down to 5 minus 5 equals 0. So these right here are something kindergartners need to ingrain. They need to memorize it. That just takes work and practice. So one of the things you definitely are probably going to want to do is make yourself some flashcards again. Okay, just get a little piece of paper, usually a little bit thicker piece is better, and then just start building it. Remember, put the problem on one side, 5 minus 0 equals, put your answer on the other side so you can test yourself before you just see the answer. So work with some flashcards, but also there's different ways that you guys can do the subtraction problems with your fingers. You can do them with different manipulatives and even a number line, okay? So I'm going to show you guys that in a little bit. So these all have to be learned in the mental math, whereas these are the ones, it's 0 minus 0 equals 0 all the way to 10 minus 10 equals 0. So that's a lot more, but that's when you guys are allowed to draw pictures, use your manipulatives, do anything you need to get all the way up to 10 minus 10. That doesn't have to be memorized yet, but if you're good at it, keep going, okay? Because that's a first grade goal. Let me show you guys how we do subtraction here in kindergarten. Let's take a look. So in kindergarten, we've got to be able to do a problem like 5 minus 3 equals and get that answer of 2. How do we do it? Well, this is something that we should be able to do mental math with by the end of the year. We should just know that answer. But as we're learning that, as we're memorizing that, we're going to be able to use our manipulatives. And so we have our cubes. So we could definitely use these if we have some of these. We've got 5 cubes to start. Minus means to take away. How many to take away? 3. So I've got my 5, take away 3 of them. So I just take away 3. And how many are left? 2. So we've had our big group of 5 and we made it into 2 smaller groups, and the answer gives us 2. We took away this 3 and it has 2 left. And that's how we can say that 5 minus 3 is the same as 2. Okay, they're the same on each side. Well, if you don't have any of these cubes, you can definitely use pennies. Okay, get out 5 pennies. And how many do you need to take away? You need to take away 3. How many are left? 2. Okay, if you want to have some fun, maybe you can get out some cereal. Same thing. Enjoy your cereal. Get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save those for later. Take away 3. Take those 1, 2, 3 away. I'm gonna enjoy those. Yummy. And how many are left? 2. And then you can do another problem and keep practicing and enjoying your cereal as you go. Okay? Then there's the number line. We talked about the number line before, and we're hopping up to the bigger number when we're doing addition. Well, when we're doing subtraction, we want to go down to the smaller numbers. We would start at 5, right there, minus 3. So that's how many jumps we got to take. 1, 2, 3. And that gives us our answer, equals 2. Gives us that answer right there. Okay? So in subtraction, we've got some work to do, but we can do it. We can have fun. We can use our cubes. We can use our pennies. We can use some snacks, number lines. Don't ever forget about fingers too. We got 5 fingers. Take away 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. How many are left? 2 are left. You guys, there's lots of ways to do it here in kindergarten. Let's have some fun as we do our subtraction. Okay, that was math at home subtraction. We got the bigger group, breaking it down into 2 smaller groups. What did we take away? What's left? Okay, keep practicing, you guys. You guys are doing amazing stuff. Keep it up. I'll see y'all later.